Okay, finally, we've been able to get the Zoom.
All right, guys, let's give like Tammy a couple of minutes, and we would start. Zoom is much better, and let's have everybody here first. Guys, I'm waiting for Tammy to join us here so we can start the class.
Okay. So I believe everyone is beginning to join in here. We already have 147 people, but can you guys hear us perfectly now? No problem with the network, no problem with all of those things that we've been facing. Is it perfect here?
I can hear you perfectly.
Okay, great. So now webinar kit won't focus up. But God pass webinar kit. It happens. But like I said the other time, like it's just not about that we're trying out a new thing and it didn't work out, and we're just simply going to move and use the one we're conversant with. Maybe they've lost customers like that, anyhow. But then God pass.
Like, bro, man. Funny enough, you said it that this webinar kit. You don't say
I was actually skeptical before, but then like it was worth at least us trying it. But then let's get started again. And once we get to 200 people, we're going to get started. So please, guys, help share it, put it out there, and let's get to 200 people quickly. Thank you.
All right, then.
Okay, so guys, who is this person pasting link on the chat section? Okay, so I think we should not wait for 200 people since we're going to record it, and a lot of people have been waiting since. So let's just get started right away. And can you guys please stop pasting, or which link? Okay, webinar link. Okay, thank you. So you guys should like paste it everywhere on your status, maybe on your group or anywhere, and we'll be good to go. So right, I'm just going to pick it from like the place I started earlier, so it looks at least like properly recorded. So I said when we set out that we wanted to,
I think we start from beginning, right? Since we
yeah, exactly. That's what I want to do. So basically, one thing that made us decide to actually host this webinar is the fact that a lot of people are trooping into the internet marketing space every single day. And one thing that is peculiar about this market is that for you to actually make money, you have to learn the art of selling. And you can't sell to no one. Like, if you're not selling to people, they're like, there's no one to sell to. So you need people to sell to. That's like the bottom line. And in the process of selling to people, you need to talk to a whole lot of people, right? And that's why lead generation is a crucial part of the internet marketing game, whether you're in e-commerce, whether you're in affiliate marketing, whether you're in information marketing, or any of the niches at all. Lead generation is extremely crucial. And that's why we've actually come up with this organic lead generation webinar or masterclass, as you may call it. Really depends on you. But the whole point of this webinar is that it is going to break down everything as regards lead generation, but in the organic way. And why did I decide to actually do this? Because for me, I've been that guy that likes to do paid ads. I love to like spend a lot of money on adverts and then make my money. Like, if you know how spending money on adverts work, then you understand what I'm saying. You put money into your adverts, set up your great funnel, and you can make like 50% ROI, 100% return on investment, or even as high as 1000%, depending on how great your offer is, your funnel is, and all of those things. And I've been doing it for like since marketing down to 2019 and all of that till sometimes in late 2020 to early 2021. Facebook started frustrating me, blocking my ad accounts and all of those things. And I decided to like take organic lead generation a little bit seriously. Although I really did not know, like it was not like I was doing it out of, oh, let me just switch to organic. I was doing it out of a necessity. Let me put it that way, because Facebook was obviously messing me up. And I started putting out content on a place like Twitter, which I was most comfortable with. And at the beginning of 2021, January 21, I actually had a total of 1,400 followers on Twitter. And as at today, I have about 39,500 followers on Twitter. That means I've grown like over 38,000 followers in the last 16 months. But in that last 16 months as well, I've gone ahead to tweet and engage about 13,000 tweets. And if we do the math, that means every single day, I either tweet or engage or comment on an average of 27 tweets. And if you ask me, that's not child's play. That's a lot of work. And I know that's evolving around organic lead generation. And after I've been able to do that, I've also gone on to like make quite a lot of money doing this organic lead generation. But for me, I still see myself as that guy like that does paid ads and not that strong authority when it comes to like lead generation organically. And that's why I've decided to bring on my very good friend, Bruno, who does organic lead generation. And he also started organic lead generation out of a necessity, because organic lead generation today is somehow becoming a necessity, because Facebook would frustrate you, Google will frustrate you, even WhatsApp can frustrate you, and a lot of the marketing systems in place can frustrate you. However, having an organic marketing strategy will help you get going and keep moving at all times, even if at all it has to keep you at a slower pace at some point. But the point is that you keep moving at every single point. And that's why I've decided to do this with Bruno. So we're going to be breaking down everything around organic lead generation. And Bruno is going to handle all of that, break it down, show you how he has been able to build his Twitter account, down to his WhatsApp, down to his email list, and down to all of his social platforms doing really, really well. And not just building for the building's sake, how he has also gone on to make a whole lot of money selling to this list he has been able to build organically. Because, you know, one crucial part of selling as a whole is being able to get people to know, like, and trust, or either of them, and get them to actually buy your product. And when you're actually using organic lead generation, you actually get to do this in a better way. Maybe it can be slower compared to paid ads, but you actually do it in a more effective way. You get people to know you, like you, trust your content, and actually go on to buy from you over and over again. And one thing I've also said, maybe in the past, is that, see, in marketing, the money is not just in making one sale. The money is in how you can turn people into repeated buyers beyond just one-time buyers. And understanding or having an organic marketing strategy as regards your lead generation is going to help in that line. And Bruno is going to be handling that. So Bruno, over to you, and let's get started with that right away so everyone can learn. And I hope you guys are going to have like a great time here today and enjoy every bit of this. So over to you, Bruno.
All right. Yes, y'all. Good evening, everyone. Let me just wear my cap so I can be back in my mood. Where this webinar, our village people were saying it was not going to hold, but go past Satan. All right. So good evening, guys. Welcome to tonight's webinar on organic lead generation. And in tonight's webinar, you'll be learning the secrets, right, on how I and a lot of people that all right, are actually growing their list organically. All right. And to first of all start, so that I like to tell people that you want to listen to somebody who doesn't just tell you what to do, but has actually done it himself. All right. And one of the things you know about me is that I don't have a prepared screen and slide or any of those things, right? And that's because everything I want to teach is something that I have done over and over and over and over again. I can teach it from my sleep, okay? But that's too much. So come and see it for yourself, okay? Now, who is this person talking to you? Who is this guy? Let's see who this guy is and why does he have the right to talk to you about organic lead generation, okay? Just give me a second. I want to show you my Twitter feed so that you see that this is my Twitter profile, all right? As of today, I have 42.9 thousand followers, right? That's close to 42K followers. As of last year, April, let me show you something, right? Let me just show you. Everything I'll be showing you is live so that you know that it's not slide. It's not slide that, somebody is saying, somebody has recorded something. No, this is live teaching. Twitter. Okay, let's start 5K. Let's see first. Okay, look at this, right? Look at this. This was April 2015. Are you seeing that? April 2015, I was saying, wow, 5K followers. Thank you, guys. We try my best, blah, 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 blah. But the point was that as of April 2015, so April 5th, 2021, which was just sometime last year, I was at 5,000 followers. Look at today, all right? I'm at 42,000, almost 43,000 followers. And here is the most remarkable part. I have done every single freaking thing I'm about to show you without any single form of advertisement. Can you hear me? All right. Can you hear me? Okay, good. And not just that, right? Not just that. Some of you know this person I'm about to call. Some of you know this guy, Caleb, Abi, right? Now, Caleb, if you're watching this, please do not be offended, okay? But Caleb, all right, was one of my students, and he reached out to me July 25th, 2020, and he goes, hi, good morning. I know it's just not a get rich quick, blah, 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 blah. Okay, please, I'm interested. And I'm very much interested. Please drop your WhatsApp number. I need to get in touch with you before making payment. I dropped my WhatsApp number and all that stuff, right? Good. So I did that, and of course, you know Caleb. I'll show you something else, right? I'll show you something else. Just give me a second. Give me a second, right? I want to show you something else again. Now, these are affiliate marketers that some of you know. Some of them are your coaches, or some of them are your coach's coach, all right? I want to show you something really, really neat. This was about 9 weeks ago, which was 2 months ago. And Expertnear, one of the affiliate platforms, gave out 4 cars. Out of these 4 cars, I wish I could zoom it, okay? Out of these 4 cars, you see these 3 of the people who won the 4 cars are actually my students. I mean, when I mean my students, I don't mean, I'm claiming them. No, ask them. All right, see. The only person here that is not my student or was not my student is Jacto. Caleb, Joy, Chigozimebo are all my students. And of course, I was the first person that won the Expertnear car. In fact, the first Expertnear major competition, I was the first person that won it. Sorry, let me look for, this is my profile. Just give me a second. Anyways, network is just messing up, okay? But what I wanted you to see was that if there's anybody who is qualified or more than qualified enough to teach you how to generate leads organically, all right, will be me. Because I haven't just done it. I did it successfully to the point that I was able to win the first Expertnear car, all right? Just want to show you guys because some people will not believe until they see, okay? Some people will not believe until they see. I hope it's here actually. Keep going down. All right, it's not here, sadly. But basically, this was as at, when was this? When was this? All right, network doesn't want me to shine. But if you look very well, you see that this is 5.3 million, and this was when I started. Every single freaking thing was from organic traffic, right? Now, pay attention, as that was the time when my followers were about 5K. Not now that it's over 40-something thousand followers, right? And how did I actually stumble upon what I'll be teaching you tonight? It's simple. I found out that the more I was running Facebook ads, okay, let me stop sharing this screen so you stop looking at my face. All right, let me stop sharing my screen. Let's talk first. So the more I was running Facebook ads, the more it was difficult for Facebook kept banning me. All right, Facebook kept banning me. We run ads. At a point, I was like, you know what? To hell with this thing. But it got to a point where I was like, I can't keep saying that, oh, Facebook is banning me, Facebook is banning me, I'm not going to do anything. All right. That was just stupid. I said, okay, what can I do? And that's what birthed about this organic lead generation strategy. I was like, what can I do exactly? And then I stumbled upon what I'm about to teach you. Okay, so what you want to do tonight is get out your sheet of paper, get a writing material, because you'll be learning actionable strategies tonight. Are you ready? Are you ready? If you're ready, let me know you're ready. Let me know. Type in the chat box that I'm ready. Say I'm ready. Type in the chat box, I'm ready. Great. So let's begin. Like I said, you're going to pardon me. I do not have any slide. All right. I don't have anything. I'm that lazy. And that should let you know that it doesn't matter if you're lazy or not. What matters is if you can get people results. Okay. So the first thing when it comes to lead generation, think about it. If I ask people, what's the first thing you want to do when you want to generate leads? People say, okay, I'll run ads. Absolutely, absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. Look at that word, lead generation, right? So if you want to do lead generation, you need to know who a lead is. Are you with me? If you're going to generate leads, you want to know who exactly is my lead. Are you following? Are you following me? So the mistake is that people don't even know who their lead is or who their ideal customer is. You just feel a lot of people, they just want to run ads. They just go on social media and they're just doing a bunch of stuff. The truth is that if you are going to be successful in doing lead generation, then the first thing you want to know is who exactly are my leads. All right. Can you tell me today who your ideal customer is? Can you tell me who is your ideal customer and where can you find them? I know we're all internet marketers, right? But another thing you're going to find out is that a lot of you, the reason why you're struggling, all right, because people tell me, oh, Bruno, there are so many people in affiliate marketing. There's so many people in this one. There's so many people in that one. It's not true. It's not true at all. I don't want to jump ahead of myself, okay? But let's look at exactly, lead generation. Give me a second. All right, so the first thing you want to do when it comes to lead generation, all right, is to first of all ask yourself, what exactly is a lead? All right, so in this class, one of the things you're going to do is you're going to learn, how to identify the most important thing when it comes to generating leads. All right, you're going to understand how all social platform works. All right, you're also going to understand how exactly anybody can generate leads successfully without spending a dime on ads. Generate quality leads. All right, generate quality leads. There's something I forgot to show you. All right, something I forgot to show you. Let me show you that because it's very, very important in case you're watching this. This is my autoresponder, my email service platform, my email service provider. And I'm about to show you something. This is in the last 7 days. I've generated 427 leads in the last 7 days, an average of 55 a day without spending a dime on ads. In the last 30 days, I've been able to generate 2,353 without spending a dime on ads. Now, it's not that ads is bad. Please, let's get that clear. All right. Ads are very good. I'm going to still run ads. Do you understand? But if or when I'm waiting for my ads to start kicking in and start performing, I can still be making free money. How many of you here, you hate free money? Do you hate free money? Let me know so that I'll know that it's not for you. Oh, you can't see my screen. All right, so I'm going to stop my share. I'm going to share it again, okay? I'm going to share my screen again. Can you see my screen now? Great. Can you see my screen now? This was today alone. Today, I've generated 55 leads today. In the last 7 days, I've generated 427. And the past 30 days, I've generated 2,353 quality leads. Without spending a dime on ads. And you get to learn that today. Are you excited to learn that? Are you excited to learn that? Are you excited to learn that? Superb, right? So let's get into it. So what's the first thing when it comes to generating leads? If I was to teach you in 1 hour, right, how you could actually generate leads, what exactly will be the first and most important thing when it comes to generating leads? And I'll tell you this, it is to know who your ideal customer is. What did I say? What did I say? Can you see what I wrote there? Great. The first thing is to know who your ideal customer is. Sorry. So the first thing is to know who your ideal customer is. If I were to ask you today, who is your ideal customer? You just want to sell to everybody under the sun, everybody on social media. You post your link everywhere. You tag everybody. No, you can't sell like that. You can't sell like that. See, if you cannot say that this is exactly who I am selling my product to, then forget about it. You cannot generate leads. Because it's like you carried water and you are pouring it inside baskets. Are you following me? It's like you're carrying water and you are pouring all that inside what? Baskets. So the first thing is to know who your ideal customer is. And how do you know who your ideal customer is? You have to look at 2 things, all right? 2 things. Can you hear me clearly? Can you see my face? Can you hear me clearly? I'm not sharing my screen anymore. Great. So there are 2 things you want to do when you want to know who your ideal customer is. Number 1 is their demographics. Their demographics. Here's the thing. When you are creating your ideal customer, do not think of everybody. Yes, I know everybody wants money, but who is the most attractive person that you feel you can connect with? Who is the most ideal person that you feel that if I can find this kind of person, this person will be the one who is my ideal customer. So you want to know their demographics. What's their demographics? Their age, their gender, all right, their location. Okay, so you have their age, their gender, their location. Because there are certain products that are for people of certain ages. There are certain products that are for people of certain genders. There are certain products that are specific to people in certain locations. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, guys? Good. So you want to know their demographics. Who or what is the age of my ideal customer? What is the gender? Don't say both male and female. Choose one person first. Just stick with one person, all right? So say, am I going to target men or am I going to target women? If you're a woman, you might easily say, okay, I'm going to target women. All right. If I'm a man, I'm probably going to target men. It does not mean you cannot have two ideal audience or ideal customers. Do you understand? No, you can have two ideal customers. But if you're building a customer avatar, which is what we're about to do, you must have one person as your customer avatar. Now, what you want to do is you can give them a fictitious name. So you could say, okay, this person, I'll call this person Chinaza, all right? Or I'll call this person Olainka. All right, so Olainka is a sorry, hold on, just give me a second. So I have locked this meeting because I believe that a couple of people are trying to hack the meeting, but that's why we saw that stupid stuff. So I think people are trying to do some funny stuff, which is what happens. And that's why I don't like to put the links on social media because anybody can just join in. So I've locked the meeting and nobody will be able to join in for now. I'll unlock it, if I see the need. So where was I? I was saying something about your ideal audience. So the first thing you want to do is to know who exactly are you targeting. Now I want to ask you a question, right? How many of you have been to a supermarket before? Of course, you've been to a supermarket. That's a very true question. But remember the last time you were at a supermarket, did you see an iPhone there in that supermarket? Did you see an iPhone there? Nope. All right. Okay, let me ask. An iPhone is easy to remember. Did you see refresh yogurt there? Did you see refresh yogurt there? Now, chances are that if you actually pay attention, you might not even know if you saw refresh yogurt, except you are going there to look for refresh yogurt. Are you with me? If you were going there and if you go back your memory, you tell yourself that I don't know if I actually saw refresh yogurt there. There might be refresh yogurt, but I don't know if I saw it. Why? Because you did not know what to look out for. If you don't know what to look out for, you will never find what you're looking for. If you don't know what to look out for, all right, if I send you somewhere and you don't know what to look out for, and I tell you, okay, if I tell you go to the market and buy Kwanchi, all right, you don't know what Kwanchi is. You don't know what it looks like. How are you going to know when you find it? So until you know what you're looking out for, chances are that you will never find it. Until you know what you're looking out for, chances are that you will never find it. So the first thing when it comes to lead generation, whether it's organically or paid, when it comes to lead generation, organically or paid, listen to me. The first thing is to know who it is for. The first thing is to know who it is for. Who is your ideal audience? And we said, how do you find out your demographics, right? You want to know who the demographics of the ideal audience is. The next thing you want to do is to now move into the psychographics of your ideal audience. So what is the psychographics? All right. The psychographics simply means what exactly is the psychology of the person? All right. Now, when you come into psychographics, because remember that people do not buy things, all right, based on logic. They buy based on an emotion and they justify it with logic. I'll say that again. People do not buy things based on logic. They buy it on an emotion and justify it with logic. The reason you went to eat is not because it was time for you to eat. The reason you went to eat was because your stomach sent a signal to your brain and then you felt hunger. Hunger is an emotion too, because it's a feeling. You are feeling hungry. So you ate because you were hungry. And then your brain justified it that, oh, it is evening. I have not eaten anything today, so let me go and eat. But the truth is, you ate because you were hungry. So people buy based on emotion and they justify it with logic. So once you understand that, you realize that knowing the age of the person is not important. It's not as important, all right? Knowing the location, knowing the, what they call it, the sex and the gender of the person is not also very important. What's very important is that you enter the mind of your ideal customer. What are their fears? What exactly do they know? Listen, it's very possible that a lot of people have seen affiliate marketing ads, start 750K, blah, 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 on social media, on Facebook exactly. So if the market is that saturated, it will mean that if you're trying to run similar ads, you are wasting your time. You're what? You're wasting your time. You're wasting your money. So you want to know what are their fears. You want to know what are their expectations. You want to know what are their desires. You also want to know what are their objections. And you want to know what we call their buyer awareness. You want to know their fears. You want to know their expectations. You want to know their desires. You want to know their objections. And you want to know their awareness level. Are you guys with me? Does that make sense? Great. So when it comes to lead generation organically, you want to know these things first. Because if you can know my ideal audience or my ideal customer is so and so age, so and so age, and this is what he's going through, or this is the issues that are going through his mind, all right? This is what he thinks about every day. This is what keeps him up at night. Because, do you know why that is important? Do you want to know why that is very important? Do you want to know why that is very important? I'll tell you, all right? But before I tell you, I want to ask you a question, all right? If you were walking on the road and you saw a billboard with your name boldly written on it, telling you that you've won, that's your name and your surname written on it, telling you that you've won probably 1 million naira, will you, if you are hurrying, will you at least pause to look at that billboard? Or let's say a newspaper, you were reading a newspaper, a physical newspaper. I don't know if some of you still read newspaper. Will you pause at least to read everything that is there? Why will it get your attention? Why did it get your attention? It's not because he had your name on it, actually. It's not because of what he said. It's because it's about you. There's a difference. It's not because he had your name on it. It's because it was about you. What exactly is my point? It's because, yes, exactly, it's because it's about you. So it means that the first thing when it comes to lead generation is to be able to get the attention of your ideal audience. And to get the attention, you need to know what's going on in their minds, because everybody thinks about themselves. Everybody thinks about themselves. Ask yourself today, why are you in this class? We initially had an issue with, with things like, logging in, webinar kits and all that stuff, right? Why are you in this class? You are in this class because you want to get value. So it is about you. You came in here because you're selfish. You want something. Do you understand? It's the same way. If you want to get into your ideal audience's mind, if you want to get the attention of your ideal audience, you have to make it about them. What did I say? Make it what? About them. Think about it, right? Think about it. Let's say today your major problem is, let's look for ladies, right? Let's look at ladies. Let's say as a lady, you're having, big stomach and you're trying to lose stomach fat and it's bothering you. And then you're walking on the road and then you see how you can lose stomach fat, all right? Or you're scrolling through on your social media and you see how you can lose stomach fat in 5 days without having to go to the gym or take any slimming pill. Tell me that you are not going to stop and read it. Tell me that you are not going to stop and read it. Or as a guy, all right, or as a guy who wants to, get down with babes, you understand? You now see how to get hot, lecky babes without spending any single money or any of your money. Tell me you are not going to stop and read it. You will. Why? Because it's about you. Do you understand? Do you understand? It's about you. So that means that before you say, oh, Bruno, I want to learn how to do lead generation, my ads are failing, my organic lead generation is failing. If you cannot tell me in a simple sentence who exactly your ads are for, who exactly it is your product or your services for, there's no point in starting a lead generation campaign. So you must know what their fears are. You must know what their expectations are, their desires are. You must know what their objections are, and then what their level of awareness is. Also, one more thing is that you must know where to find them. What did I say? You must know where to what? You must know where to what? Great. You must know where to find them. Now, let me now make a disclaimer, all right? If it is difficult for you to find your ideal audience because of, maybe their demographics. For example, if you're targeting, the elderly, people who are 60, 70 years old, you should not be running Facebook ads. You should not be doing your content on Twitter, because that is not where they are. You want to run your ads on newspapers. That's what they read every day. So if you want to get the attention of your ideal audience, you need to know where they are. Apart from knowing what's going on in their mind, their fears, results, expectations, desires, objections, fear, all those things, you need to also know where they are. Think about it, right? If you want to catch a shark, please, are you going to go to a pond? If you want to catch a shark, will you go to the pond and be fishing? You go to the freaking ocean, right? That means that where your ideal audience is almost as important as what you are using to catch them. Because if you go to the wrong place, you will get the wrong kind of fishes. And now that's where the answer to how do I get quality leads? The first thing is to go to where quality leads are. You cannot catch a shark in a swimming pool. If you want to catch a shark, you go to the ocean. That's the first thing. You need to go to where your leads are. So you need to know where they are. Right? You need to know where they are. So first of all, let's recap. you need to know who your ideal audience is, all right? And in knowing that, you need to know their demographics and their psychographics. Then you need to know where they are. Now, some of you might be like, Bruno, I don't know where my ideal audience is. I don't know, blah, 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 blah. Let me show you a very, very interesting statistics. Do you want to see something cool? Do you want to see something cool? Good. For those of you that say, I don't know where my ideal audience is, now we're about to know where your ideal audience is and why we are doing organic lead generation. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Okay, great. Let's see something. How many? Let's see. You know, first of all, one of the things you know is that people will buy from your business. Abi, it is people that will buy what you're selling. So you need to go to where people are. So first of all, let's even see how many people are on the face of this world. All right. What's the population of the earth? Let's ask Google, what's the population of the earth 2022? Now, how many people are in the world? 7.9 billion. That includes children and those who are underage. Abi? That includes those who are less than 18. All right? That includes those who are less than 18. Let's now ask a question. How many people are connected to the internet? 4.6 billion. 4.6 billion. If you remove children, all right, from the 7.9 billion, or let's say approximately 8 billion, all right, let's say we remove about 2 billion are children, okay? Let's say you remove children. That's about 6 billion of the people, and out of that 6 billion, people on the face of the planet, 4.6 billion people are connected on the internet. Do you know what 4.6 billion is? It means that if 4.6 billion, let me just do the math for you. For those of you who probably are not really good in math, 4.6 divided by 7.9, okay? This is 0. Basically, what this means is that 1 out of the 2 people you will meet in this world, in this whole freaking world, are connected on the internet. I want you to just digest what I just said because it might take a while for you to understand it. 1 out of the 2 people you will meet on this planet are on the internet. You can reach them via the internet. That's not all. That's not all. How many people are on social media? 4.62 billion people around the world now use social media. Do you understand for a second how freaking crazy that is? Are you letting it sink in your mind how incredible that is? That out of the 4.7 billion people on the internet, 4.6 of those people are on social media. Guys, it means that social media is not where we go to. Social media is where we live now. Everybody that matters is on social media. Listen, the world's richest man, Elon Musk, is on social media. The world's richest man, Elon Musk, is on social media. Do you understand? That means that anybody that you want to reach is likely on the internet. right? Anybody that you want to reach is likely what? On the internet. Everybody that matters is on the internet, is on social media. So if you say, okay, Bruno, I don't know who my audience is. I don't know who my audience is. I don't know who my leads are. The point is that as if your leads are human beings, right? Then your leads are at least on social media. Do you agree? Do you agree that at least if you don't know anything about your leads, you know they're on social media? Beautiful. That will mean that if we know how to get the attention of our ideal audience on social media, right, then we can be able to generate massive leads. Do you agree? Do you agree? Beautiful. So now we're talking about organic lead generation. And for you to understand how organic lead generation works, you need to understand at least a couple of things. Social media is free. What did I say? What did I say just now? Social media is free. Yet, the owner of Facebook is one of the biggest billionaires in the world. How? How is that possible that something is free and yet they are making money from it? So if you don't understand what I'm about to say, you can't understand organic lead generation. If you don't understand what I'm about to say, you can't understand organic lead generation. So social media is free, yet the owners of social media make money. Now, how do they make money? First of all, let me tell you something, right? There's something in the world called valuation, all right? When you say something is valued at something, there are a couple of things they look at when they're valuing something, right? They look at the amount of people there, then they look at the amount of time that is spent there. Now, let me explain something for you so you understand exactly what I'm saying. Now, it might seem like, okay, what does this have to do with organic lead generation? Calm down, all right? Follow me. We first of all said that to do organic lead generation, you need to know who your leads are. All right, you need to know who your leads are. If your students can't join the class, I'm sorry. People are trying to hack this class, and I'm not going to allow that. So we'll send the recordings to everybody that matters, okay? Sorry about that. Or the brief, or whatever it is your name is. All right. So yeah, we said that to get to start organic lead generation, you need to know who your ideal audience is, and you need to know where they are. And then we've seen that anybody at all right, that matters is on social media. And if social media is free, all right, if social media is free, how come these guys make money? Because once you understand how they make money, you can now use how they make money to your own advantage. And that's what I'm about to teach you. So if social media is free, all right, and a lot of people are there, and these people are making money, how do they make money? You need to understand what is called valuation. Now, in this life, there are certain things that are scarce. In this life, there are things that are scarce. One of them is time. The second one is energy. But the third one, all right, we have time, we have energy. The third one is what I call attention. What did I say? Money is not scarce. Money is not scarce. Money is not scarce at all. Time, energy, and attention. Time, energy, and attention. You as a human being, your time is limited. your energy is limited. Very soon people will get tired. They want to go and sleep. Your energy, your attention span is limited. So when a platform has a lot of people that give it their attention, all right? When a platform has a lot of people that give it their attention, that spend time on it, they say that that platform is valuable. Why? They spend time on it. You've heard that time is money, right? Time, energy, attention, CEA, all right? They are scarce. So when you see a platform that has all these things, it has time, it has attention, people are spending time on it, that means the attention is there. The valuation goes up. Why? Because it's a scarce resource. Attention is a scarce resource. And hear me, and if you don't take anything out of this webinar, take this. Before people will pay you money, they must first of all pay you attention. What did I say? What did I say? Before people will pay you money, they must first of all pay you what? Attention. That is why we said that the first thing, all right, is to know who your ideal audience is. Why? Because when it comes to lead generation, the most important thing is to get the attention of your ideal audience. But you can't get the attention of ideal audience if you don't even know who your ideal audience is. Does that make sense? If you don't know who your ideal audience is, you can't get the attention of your ideal audience. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Like, if you don't know who your ideal audience is, how can you get their attention? And if you can't get their attention, how can you get them to pay you money? Do you understand? It's a domino effect. For you to get them to pay you money, you need to first of all get their attention. For you to get their attention, you need to first of all know who they are. You need to know where they are. If you don't know that, you can't even do all of this. Does that make sense? So that means that you need to what? Get their attention. So are you seeing how we are following the process? Now so we've gone from knowing who your ideal audience is to knowing what's going on in their minds. Right? So we've gone from, we know our ideal audience, we know what's going on in their mind, we know where to find them, we know it's social media, all right, and we know that we need to get their attention. All right? We need to get their attention. So that brings us to attention. Now, write this down if you're paying attention. Attention is the currency of the world. Wherever attention goes, money flows. Attention is what? The currency of the world. Wherever attention goes, money what? Flows. Attention is wherever attention goes, money flows. So what you want to do with your organic lead generation strategy is you want to get some of those attention. You want to get some of those attention. And that's why when it comes to making money online, the first thing is to get attention. What we are doing with what we just did so far is to teach us how to get attention. The first step is to get attention. The second step is to capture attention. The third step is to transfer attention or move attention. Then the fourth step is to finally convert attention. What a lot of people are trying to do is they want to convert and they don't even have attention first. So you move attention, you get attention, you capture the attention, you move the attention, and then you convert the attention. Get, capture, move, convert. What did I say? I want to know if you're following or have you gone to sleep? Is this class making sense so far? Are you getting value? Great. So we are still in, all right, getting attention. Now, so we are on, remember now we're on social media, okay? We're on social media. There are different social media platforms. All right. There's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all right, Twitter. Then there's YouTube. There's Quora. There's Reddit. Do you understand? There's Nairaland. There are a lot of them. But hear me and hear this, and I'm going to whisper this. I'm going to whisper this. All of them, right? Pay attention to what I'm saying. All of them work the same way. All of them work how? The same way. Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? Yes. Why? Think about it. All of them are free, right? If all of them are free, follow me, just follow me. If all of them are free, they are not asking you to pay, yet all of them are making money. It means that ideally, they all work the same way. And how do they work? They all have one goal, which is to get you and I, our eyeballs and our attention on their platform 24/7. Why? So that they can sell your eyeballs, sell your attention to advertisers. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So if they all work the same way, they are all free, it means that if you understand how anyone works, you understand all of them work. Now, for us to understand how they work, let us take a step back into their product. Because if they are not selling anything to you, it means you are the product. They are not asking you to pay. So it means that you are their products. Your eyeballs are their products. They are selling your eyeballs, they are selling your attention to marketers and big corporations and people who want to advertise. That's how they make their money. And that is why, when it comes to organic lead generation, content is king. What did I say? Content is king. When it comes to organic lead generation, content is king. Why is that very possible? Pay attention to what I'm about to tell you, all right? Don't lose me here, all right? Don't lose what I'm about to tell you. See, before social media came and the internet came, how were they doing marketing? They used to do marketing, right, through TVs, billboards and all that. And whenever you're watching TV, you can't skip the station. You can't fast forward it. Do you understand? And because you can't fast forward it, you had no choice but to watch exactly what they were showing you. So they didn't care, all right, whether you liked what you were seeing. Because you didn't have a choice, you watched it. But you know what social media did? Social media made it possible for you and I to have a choice. The internet made it possible for me and I to skip something. So we can see something, an ad, and we can now skip it. Normally, we could not skip it. But now we have the power to skip it. And because we have the power to skip the ad, guess what happens to most advertisements? Yes. Because we have power to skip ads, what happens to most advertisements? They flop. They end up not being watched. They don't cover, they don't bring leads. They get skipped. So now you cannot trap people like you could 40 years ago and make them watch your ad. No, people will skip your advert. So what did we now realize? We and I now realize that we can actually go to the things that we value. And that brings me to that very important word, value. If content is king, value is the king maker. What did I say? If content is king, value is the king maker. What did I say? Yes. So what does it mean? What does that mean? See, people buy, people do anything majorly for two major reasons. People do anything for two major reasons. Number one is they're trying to avoid pain or stress. Number two is they're trying to get a gain, all right, or pleasure. They're trying to avoid pain or stress, or they're trying to get pleasure. Those are the two motivating factors of their trip. See, human beings are either trying to avoid something or trying to get something. Those are the two states we are always in. You only stop pursuing any of these two states when you die. From the moment you were born, when you came out of your womb, right? Or out of the mother's womb, and you start crying, all right, you've been biologically trying to do two things: avoid something, pain, all right, and achieve something else. Everything you do in life is around those two things. Everything. Everything. Are you getting value in this class? We've not even entered the organic lead generation. I'm letting you understand the thinking behind something so that when you actually start it, do you understand? You will be able to do it very well. We've not gone into the lead generation proper. All right. So we need to understand what that word value is. So because we know that people are trying to what? Avoid pain and what? Try to pursue pleasure. Those two things become valuable to humans. Anything that will save somebody pain, save them time, save them stress, or help them achieve their desire becomes valuable. Does that make sense? Anything that helps somebody, if you are all look at the mass. If you and I are always pursuing, either are trying to avoid pain or achieve a gain, those two things, achieve pleasure, anything that helps us to achieve these two things becomes valuable. Do you agree? Let me explain to you. Why would you? Shebi, trekking is free. Do you need to pay somebody to trek? Shebi, to trek is free, Abi? Abi? To trek is free, Abi? That's to trek with your legs. It's free, Abi? But why would you rather pay for Uber? You are literally going to be spending almost 10 times more, or in fact, infinity more, because if one is free, another one is, 5,000 naira. You are literally spending almost 5 million% more. Why will you pay for Uber than trek? It is simple, because you are trying to avoid the pain of sun, all right? That stress of the sun, all right? Feeling exhausted, feeling tired, and you want to also get there fast. So that means that even though Uber and boats and any transportation, bike, anyone is going to charge you money for it, you don't mind paying for it. Why? Because the value is more, right? Why? Because it helps you avoid the pain of trekking. It helps you achieve the comfort of not having to stress yourself. Are you following? So that means that anything that helps you and I, both of us, right, to either avoid pain, avoid stress, or minimize stress, save money, save time, save energy, save our attention, all right? Any of these things that help us to do those things become valuable to us, and we would not mind paying for it. We are still talking about organic lead generation. Don't lose me here. Don't lose me here. We are trying to understand what value is. All right? because we're trying to understand what value is. So that means that something that is valuable to me might not necessarily be valuable to you. Abi? Like generally, like specifically now, if you're trying to be specific, something that is valuable to me might not necessarily be valuable to you. But some things are generally valuable to all of us, like this, all of us. Do you understand? Do you understand? Now, why did we need to understand that? You need to understand that so that you can understand how the human brain is. Remember, remember, attention, time, energy, is all scarce. Abi? Those are the scarce elements. Those are scarce elements because they're limited. And you know what? All those three things I mentioned have to do with your brain. Your attention takes time and it takes energy from your brain. So if you understand how the human brain thinks, you can begin to tailor your content and make it valuable. Listen, tailor your content and make it valuable such that people will spend time, attention, and energy on your content. Does that make sense? Are you following? Time, energy, attention, they take a lot from the brain. In fact, the human brain is called an energy hog. H-O-G. The human brain is called an energy hog. That is why you have habits. That's how your brain has what we call mental shortcuts. For example, if I tell you to do 10 times 10, you don't need to come and carry 10 and say 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You just know that 10 times 10 is 100. You've done it over and over again. Your brain has saved it. Do you understand? It's an energy hog. I mean, there are a lot of deeper things we'll go to when we go into this class proper. But so look at where we've come from. We've seen to know who our ideal audience is. We need to know what's their demographics. We need to know their psychographics. We need to know where they are. Then we say, where are they? They are on the internet and on social media, right? And when we say that, okay, social media is free. Nobody's paying for social media. Nobody's paying to join social media. Then it means that there's something and the way they make their money. And how do they make their money? By selling your attention, your eyeballs, your time to advertisers. And we've also seen that if people can skip ads, they will skip the ads. But what will people generally pursue? Things that are valuable to them. All right. That means that we've gone from trying to pursue people with our adverts to now want to try and attract them. Because hear me guys, if you carry a piece of sugar, you don't need to chase ants. Does that make sense? If you get a piece of sugar, you don't need to chase ants. So we said the first thing is to get attention. When it comes to making money, you get attention, you capture attention, you move attention, and then you convert attention. But there's one last thing I did not tell you. And that is where the secret is. And that is how I was able to go for a camp meeting. I went for a camp meeting in church and I didn't bother, yet I was getting leads every day. The last thing after getting attention, capturing attention, moving attention, converting attention is automating number 1 to 4. Automating number 1 to 4. So you now want to, so if you have systemized the process of getting attention, capturing attention, moving attention, converting attention, you now want to what? Automate those processes. So you don't have to do it again. Because hear me, when it comes to organic traffic, organic lead generation, it's your content. Now, let me teach you a bit about content marketing before we begin to round up this class, right? If social medias have their algorithms, right? Like I said, they all function on one thing, all right? Their content. So if they all function the same way, and their goal is to keep you there 247, and you didn't pay to get there, it will mean that their major priority is to look for things that will attract you to their platform and keep you on their platform. Does that make sense? You didn't pay to join them, but they want you to stay. So what are they going to do? They're going to look for things, all right, information, content that will keep you there. Now, hear me and hear me very well. Hear me and hear me very well. That is why, right? Pay attention to what I'm about to tell you. That is why all social media platforms or all media platforms or any social media platforms prioritize one thing when it comes to content. If you notice, Instagram, all right, has started prioritizing reels and video content. The algorithm pushes reels and pushes video content more than it pushes your post. So if you snap a picture now and put on Instagram, it's not going to get a lot of traction. Why? Because they want content that will keep people there. Pictures just make people stop and scroll. You understand? You stop, look, and scroll. But what happens when you watch a video? You pause. You watch the video. Normally, when you're looking at a picture, when you're watching a picture, your ears are not necessary. Your sound is not necessary. But when you are what? When you are watching a video, now your eyes, now your ears. So that is twice the attention. So remember that attention is scarce. So anything that can get them to keep your attention. So if a particular media is getting both your eye attention and your hearing attention, that's 2 times your attention. It means that they will prioritize it more because they want your attention. Are you guys feeling this class? Are you guys feeling this class? And we've not even entered the generation proper, all right? We've not entered it yet, right? We've not entered it yet. So they want to get your attention. Now, here is the secret. Here is the secret. Pay attention to what I'm about to tell you. All of them, all right? YouTube, if you want your video to do very well on YouTube, right? YouTube has what they call shorts because they notice that people's attention span is short. Do you understand? So they have what they call shorts. The same way Instagram has reels and TikTok, short videos. They now have what they call shorts on YouTube. But however, pay attention. YouTube, if you're going to make money on YouTube, YouTube prioritizes videos that are at least 7 minutes long. YouTube prioritizes videos that are at least 7 minutes long. Why? Because you are spending 7 minutes at least on that content. Remember, time, attention, energy. Time, attention, energy. So YouTube prioritizes long form content. Instagram prioritizes video content more than pictures. And on Twitter, yes, Twitter, all right, which is a text-based platform, microblogging platform. Twitter prioritizes threads more than tweets. Why? Because when you write a thread, which is a series of tweets, it keeps people on the platform. Anything on that platform that is not against the violation of the rules of that platform, that keeps people on that platform, will get promoted by the algorithm. What that means is this. This is it, and I'll begin to round up this class. When you pay for adverts, what are you doing? When you pay for adverts, what do you think you're doing? You're simply telling Facebook, see, this is my content. I'm paying you to take this content to so and so people. All right? But you know what happens when your tweets, your content goes viral? Do you know what happens when your content goes viral? The algorithm has seen that people are interacting and engaging and like what exactly it is that content is about. The algorithm now begins to work with your content and takes it to as many people as possible in their platform. That is the peak of getting attention, when your content goes viral. But here's the thing. A lot of people whose content go viral, they do not know the second thing in lead generation, which is capturing attention. However, we must come to the end of tonight's class. Have you gotten value so far in tonight's class? Have you gotten value so far in tonight's class? Do you feel more confident about your lead generation strategies? Do you now know, all right, do you now know how social media platforms work and how to actually leverage it to your advantage? Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I can see a lot of you got value in tonight's class. Wow. Or more. Wow. I'm so glad you got so much value now. So tonight, right, while we're having this class, I was thinking to myself that, one class is not enough to actually teach you everything. Like we said, we've not even gotten into the core of lead generation. We are still working on getting attention, all right? And I found out that, that I can't actually leave you like this. I mean, I could choose to leave you like this, but one class is not enough to actually get you to the point where you feel like you can do this on your own and get the results you want. So I was left with two options. Either, just have this class, do my best to teach you what I can teach you in 1 hour, all right, and then, we move, or decide to go on this journey with you, all right? Decide to go on this journey with you. So let me ask you a question. You got value in this class, right?
Yeah, Bruno.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to chip something in before you go on. Okay, and I said it earlier, while we're on webinar kit. And one thing I really, really want to point out is the fact that every single thing that you've talked about is the exact same thing that we actually used to build up this whole webinar. Right from the beginning of this webinar, we've had nothing less than 230 people. I've been on the lookout. The list we've gone is maybe 225 at a particular point when that person was posting nonsense, right? And we did not spend a single dime on ads. And we did not even at any point even try to do any sort of massive publicity. As a matter of fact, this thing was out just a little over 24 hours ago. And we are literally here with 230 people plus that were on webinar kits that wasted time with us, sitting down for 50 minutes because they simply understood how much value they were going to get, even if they waited, right? And that's why every single thing that Bruno has said are things that he does, are things that I do, and are things that work to the latter. And that's why you are still here to this point, actually sitting down on this webinar and actually listening to every single damn word that Bruno is saying, dropping your comments, writing down stuff, and obviously following through the process. So what I'm driving at basically is if you decide to actually pay a lot of attention to this, then you will know there's actually a lot of opportunities and a lot of things to explore. But of course, I know a lot of people would still listen and maybe just keep it on their right hands and eat with it. But then if not, just you pay a lot of attention to everything Bruno has, and you're still in for massive value, because he has not even shared any part of the secret. What he's just even talking about is more like the peripheral, the introduction, and there's still a whole lot to come. So Bruno, right on. Yeah, I just wanted to chip down.
All right, thank you so much. So you can agree with us that we've gotten so much value in this class. All right? So let's look at a couple of things you've learned so far. First of all, we've learned to know that the first thing when it comes to lead generation is to know who your ideal audience is, right? So now you know that so the next time you want to run your campaign, whether it's ads you want to do or organically, you know that you need to first of all identify who your ideal audience is, right? Am I right? Now, how do you now know your ideal audience? You need to know their demographics, and then you need to know their psychographics, what's going on in their head. Then you need to know their location. We said that the location is easy, all right? Social media. Now, one of the things I didn't teach you in this class is that certain social media platforms are peculiar to certain people. And if you're looking for a particular group of people, then you want to pay attention to some social media platform. I couldn't go into this class tonight, but we'll go into it to the further class, okay? All right, so that's the third thing, the location. Then we now looked at, okay, the anatomy of how social media works. We've said that social media, because it is, sorry, hold on. We saw in tonight's class that because social media is free and that they require nothing for you to sign up, it means that they are selling you and your attention to advertisers. But we also knew that if people can skip your ads, they will. And because it's free and you and I have choice to watch what we want, it means that advertisers don't always have that amount of power. Now, what ads actually is right, what ads actually are rather is basically you telling the platform that please take my content to as many people I can pay for. But when your content goes viral, which is what, the height of getting attention, when your content goes viral, and I'll be showing you how to actually go viral in that sense. When your content goes viral and gets a lot of attention, all right, what is happening is that you have quote and unquote, if you know how these things work, what makes content to go viral, which is what I'll be teaching you in the main class, you would know how to get lots and loads of attention for free. That's what happens when your content goes viral. You are getting massive attention. It's like, see, you guys don't know Caleb's story. Do you guys know how Caleb was struggling a lot? The person I told you about, my student who is one of the top athletes, my ex-student now, I mean, that guy is making so much money. I don't even call him my student again. But one of my ex-students who's making so much money now, right? He was struggling in his business until one day he went and commented under Dr. Joe Abba's story, post and tweet, and he started getting lots of leads, asking questions. It was one viral post that got Caleb's, that boosted Caleb so much so that he got free money, a lot of free money that he now converted into ads. That's why I tell people that it's not either or. You learn organic traffic so that you can take the front from organic traffic and put it into your ads. So I said that to say that you need to know how to get attention, massive attention. You're learning how to create content that gets lots and lots of attention. All right. So I want to show you a particular thing. I want to show you something. I'll quickly show you before this useless hackers try to do something funny. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Great. Now, I want to show you something. See this tweet, right? Now, because I can't run ads on Twitter, I can't show you my impressions. But look at this tweet. This tweet alone has 166,000 impressions, 10,000 engagements, 661 profile visits. 661 profile visits, 160K impressions from one singular tweet. Please, for those of you that run ads very well, how much will it cost? How much will it cost to get 166K impressions? For those of you that run ads very well, I think Favor is on this call. Favor, how much will it cost to get 166K impressions on your ads? While Favor is trying to answer that, right? So I hope Favor is actually here and she's trying to answer that, because you find out that anyways, you can do the math, but the point is that it will cost you money. It will cost you something, but I got that for free. I got that for free. Really, I actually got that for free. Now, like I said, this is just the beginning, the tip of the iceberg of what we'll be learning in the organic lead generation masterclass. Someone said 100K impressions on Twitter would cost at least 150K on Twitter alone. On 150K on Twitter alone, and that's 166K impressions. So that means that if I wanted to pay to just boost this thing I said, I'll have paid 150K, yet I got it for free. And I'm going to teach you how exactly it works. I've seen a couple of people try to do it, but because they don't know how it works, it fails. Now, let's look at a couple of things that we'll be learning, in the proper class, because now this ain't it, this ain't it, this ain't it, this ain't it. Okay. So in the organic lead generation masterclass, right, we're going to look at what is lead generation, why it's important. We're going to look at how it works generally. Then we'll look at our focus, what exactly we'll be focusing on, platforms, what is it, why is. Then we'll look at prerequisites, customer avatar. All right, we'll go deeper into it. We'll look at how exactly what a lead magnet is, because a lot of people don't even know what a lead magnet is and how to create a lead magnet. All right. Don't worry, I'm going to teach you. I'm going to share with you how you join the lead generation masterclass. Then we'll look at, content marketing, because it's the secret, like we said. You learn how to, set up a funnel. Then we'll go into content marketing and why it's important, how it works. Curating versus creating. We'll go into the new rules of content creation. What exactly are the new rules of content creation if you want to get your content to go viral? Then finally, where the magic happens. Remember, we said that you get attention, you capture attention, you move attention, you convert attention, and the fifth one is to automate it. Listen, I don't have to tweet to get leads. I said that again. You didn't hear me. Let me say that properly. If tomorrow I don't tweet, I will get leads. If tomorrow I don't tweet, I'll get leads, because I use certain tools to ensure that it's possible. I have put certain things in place. That means that why many people have to keep, putting out content, I don't have to do that. And my followers will keep growing automatically. They will keep getting content. I will keep getting leads because of that fifth rule. And because I'll keep getting leads, I'll keep making money. So now it is close to 80% passive. When I traveled, when I was away at camp, I could not press my phone and create content. I was getting leads every day. Although it dropped to 33 out of the 50, but I was getting leads every day. I get like an average of 50 to 80 leads a day from what I'll be teaching you in this class. And I'll be letting everything out, right? So let's talk about how you can join the Organic Lead Masterclass, right? So first of all, have you gotten value so far in this class? Great. So the organic lead generation masterclass starts tomorrow. All right. I remember we said that there was going to be a discount, or rather a gift rather, for people who stay till the end of this class, right? Now, the proper organic lead generation masterclass starts tomorrow, and this is exactly how it's going to work. Let me tell you how it's going to work. For everyone who pre-orders, and pre-order is for those people who have paid for this class, but a couple of people have paid already. In fact, as I'm talking to you, I have 144 people who have paid for this class already. All right. 144 people have paid for this class already. Now, what's going to happen is, for those who have pre-ordered, we're going to have the classes live. So instead of it to be a course, we're going to have the classes live. We're going to go through the whole course materials. You're going to learn it. You're going to practice it. All right. And I'll be with you. All right. So we'll have maybe like a WhatsApp group, a Telegram group, and I'm going to teach you everything. Right. You will learn how to get attention. You will learn how to capture attention, learn how to move attention. And of course, as a bonus, I'm going to teach you how to convert attention. All right. Also, it doesn't matter if whether you have 0 followers on Twitter or social media, or you don't know how to use social media. If you are been in this class, you're watching this class, and you've been so far, you've gotten value, then I want you to imagine how much more value you're about to get from the master classes, the live class, because all of them, like I said, this is just a tip of what? The iceberg. All right, this is just a tip of the iceberg. Now, the live classes will hold probably every day or every 2 days, but we will do it till we complete the course. And anything that is not clear, we'll have a class again to ensure that it is super clear for you. So everyone who pre-orders, and the pre-order period is the duration of the live classes, meaning that as long as the live classes extend, the pre-order for the course can still go on. Now, here's the catch, right? However, the pre-order for the class, or the pre-order for the course rather, goes up by 5K every month. Sorry, every week. All right, meaning that it's 35K today, it's going to be 40K by next week Saturday. If it's 100K today, it's going to be 105K next week Saturday. That's how it is. Every time that passes, the prices go up, right? However, all right, for those of you who have stayed actually till the end of this class, for those of you who have been to the end of this class, who have gotten value, all right, I want to make an offer to you, okay? I want to make an offer to you. First of all, I want you to ask yourself, if you were to learn this organic lead generation organic lead generation tactics, what exactly would it do for you and your business? Now, I want you to think, what exactly would it do for you? What exactly would it mean if you could, number one, get leads for free, convert those leads for free, and then have enough money to put into your ads to even get more leads and convert them more? What do you think it will do for you? Tell me. I want you to tell me, what do you think it will do for you? What would that mean for you in your business if you were getting 50 to 80 leads every day? And you don't have to do so much. You don't have to do so much. What would it do for your business? That, listen, that you wake up every day and you find people in your funnel that have been added. Whether you did too much work or you did little work, you find people every day organically. Do you think you'll be able to make more money? Do you think your income will grow? Give me a second. Now, do you think, I want to ask you, you got so much value in just 1 hour with us together. Do you think that if we actually, both of us spent time together, we spent, 1 hour plus every day, or at least for the rest of the week, so you got all these, do you think you'll be able to succeed? Like, do you believe that if I work with you, if I teach you everything I know, that you'll be able to succeed? Absolutely. And I know that too. That you have me, imagine the little we've shared in this class. Then now imagine how the main class is going to be. All right. Now imagine how the main class is going to be. Trust me, you've not seen anything. I tell people that this is probably going to be the best class I've created, right? So that it will solve your problem, because a lot of affiliates, especially internet marketers, are making a mistake, especially Nigerian internet marketers. They are making one grave mistake, and I see it a lot of the time. So here's my offer basically to you, right? Normally this class, when it actually launches, when we are done with everything, it will sell for 100K. And I'm not even smiling, it's going to sell for 100K, because if you pay 100K on Facebook ads, you can get leads, but you have to keep paying the money, right? But what I'll teach you here, you get leads for free. You get quality leads at the same time. And you will be able to do that without having to stress yourself. So like I said, this class will sell for 100K. However, currently now, all right, you don't have to pay that. If you will want to get in on this class, you don't have to pay that at all. You even have to pay 50K. Right now, as I'm talking to you, let me show you something, all right? Let me show you something. Right now, as I'm talking to you, this class sells, or the pre-order for this class, that's we pre-order this class, sells for 35K. It was at 10K before, it has gone to 15, 20K, 25K, 30K, 35K. So when I tell you that it goes up every 5K every month, I'm sorry, every Saturday, it actually does go up. I'm not all those kind of people that give false scarcity. My word is my bond. If I say it goes up, it goes up, right? However, you have been in this class, right? You've been till the end. You're watching till right now. You've gotten so much value. You've learned a whole lot from this. And this is the offer I want to make, right? And I'm going to do it right here. If the class starts tomorrow, so that means that this offer is basically for 24 hours, right? This offer is basically for 24 hours. Tammy, let me ask Tammy. Tammy.
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm thinking that, what do you think? Right now it sells for 35K. Do you think we should, give them a discount?
I feel 35K, because in fact it should have moved up to almost 40K now, at least. But then I believe a lot of them actually spent a lot of time waiting on that other webinar on what's it called? Webinar kit. And I feel we should actually just like give a little discount. I don't know how much would be fine by you, but then I feel like that would be like a decent reward for it.
All right. Let's reward them, because these guys have actually been here, and I actually value the time they spent with us, and I'm in the business of making offers. So right now, this offer is only for 24 hours, meaning by this time tomorrow, it will have gone up not to 35K, but to 40K. Okay, so this offer is for 24 hours, and it's this. If you decide to start this, pre-order this class today, as you're watching this webinar right now, all right, you won't have to pay 35K. All you will pay is 25K, meaning I'm taking 10K off, all right, for you to get in at 25K. And Tammy is going to put his link right now. And for the next, or you know what? Yes, use this discount code. Hold on. Let me get a discount code. Let me get a discount code for you for this particular product. Sorry, give me a second. I'm trying to. But you know what? Let me just forget about the discount code, right? And let me just remove 10K off the price for just this 24 hours. So anybody who orders for this product right now, while watching this webinar, will get it for 25K. All right. So any questions? For some of you are saying, oh, can it be lower? Absolutely not. Absolutely not at all. It should have been 40K, right? It should have been 40K. If you would allow 10K to actually stop you from getting such a valuable training, then maybe you don't really want it, or maybe it's not valuable to you. Maybe it's not that valuable. Maybe you feel like, oh, I could go to Facebook ads, get my ads banned, struggle with ads, run ads that, don't convert, and I'll spend, 50K or 100K and still not get any results. But it's not valuable to spend at least 25K to learn how to grow my audience, learn how to get leads organically, learn how to get quality leads for free, learn how to organically strategies that will ensure that I do not even need to run ads again. If you feel like that's not valuable enough, then maybe this training is not for you. All right. I'm not saying that you can't succeed without this training. You can't find and do everything without yourself. I'm just saying that right now, with what I know and what you'll be getting, I do not think there's any training on the planet that will give you as much value as this for 25K. Yes. So tell me, please share your link, right? Share your link. So here's how it works. When the classes run tomorrow, every day, all right, when the classes run, either every day or every 2 days, right, all classes will be recorded. There'll be a group chat, all right, where we can ask questions, where we can, hold discussions, and I'll be answering your questions. So anything that is not clear, if you're not getting the result you want, we'll work. So basically, for those who are pre-ordering, because this is a pre-order, right, I will work with you till we finalize every single person's problem. So imagine I'm telling you to pay 25K to get my time, my end. This is not a course when I'm telling you go and buy the course, watch it on your own, struggles. No. I'm going to get results with you. I'm going to be there with you in the trenches. I'm going to be showing you how I come up with attention-grabbing content. I'm going to be showing you how I ensure that my contents remain alive forever. I'm going to show you how these contents keep generating me leads even when I'm sleeping. I'm going to show you all these things. Normally, to get on a call with me, all right, is about 500K. And I'm not even, that's me being very jovial, right? That's being very generous. It's about 500K, all right? My cohort students, I'm not even teaching them this, all right? My cohort students, I'm not teaching them this, like the way I'm teaching you guys, and they paid 150K for it. And I don't take more than 20 people or 23 people because I cannot take so many people. But this live class, I'll be going out of my way to ensure that everybody who pays actually gets results. Then I feel like it's absolutely way more than 25K. So again, it's for 24 hours, right? If you have 15K now, you have 24 hours to get 10K. If you have 10K now, you have 24 hours to get 15K. Do not let it be the reason why you don't get this for 25K. So I see a lot of people saying that, okay, I see Tammy has pasted the link, right? A lot of people are saying they're glad they got it for 10K, for 15K, for 25K. Here's the truth. The same way you are glad now, other people will be glad they got it for 40K. And it will look like a steal for getting it for 15K, because hear me, it will increase. I have gotten 144 people for this class pre-order. All right. I'm not really looking for so many more students, because it's going to be more stress, because it's a live class, it's not a course, right? It is after the live class, it now becomes a course, and you will also get the refined, edited version of the course. So you're going to get a live training, that's also mentorship, all right? You're also going to get the recordings, the course you pre-ordered. People who will get the course will not get the live trainings, and they will not get a lot of other things, and it will sell for 100K, because the value will still be that much more. So if you're interested, if you feel like this is so much value for you, then, snap it in, go click on that link that Tammy posted. Tammy, send me the link so I can put it on the screen. Send me the link, let me put it on the screen. So while I'm putting it on the screen, if you have any questions, you can ask now. So if you have any questions, you can simply ask your questions now. Tammy, they're asking you to send the link to the group. Yes, the recording will be sent. The recording will be sent. Here's the truth. Even if you can't afford this class, even if you can't afford my class or the live class, you've gotten enough value from here. After this class, you're more valuable and you know a lot about lead generation than a lot of other people. All right? Because my goal was to teach, but I feel that you get more value if you spend more time together. No, it will be 25K by 9 p.m. No, what am I saying? It will be 40K by 9 p.m. tomorrow. It will be 40K by 9 p.m. tomorrow. I promise you this. If you're on this call, you're hearing me and you're hesitating, thinking that, I'm telling you, you're going to regret not getting it at this price. See, people who got it at 10K probably thought they paid a lot. People who got it at 15K thought they paid a lot. People who got it at 25K think they paid a lot. People who got it at 35K, because a couple of people that got it at 35K still think they paid a lot. Someone said, how can we generate organic leads through WhatsApp? You can use leveraging. Basically, you can ask people on your WhatsApp contacts to share your status, share your contacts, and for sharing it, they get something, whatever it is. But it's still very little, and I don't do that basically. Getting attention is different from capturing attention. Or that's why I call it that, capturing attention or trapping attention. Because so you can get water, But if you don't trap the water, that water will leak. You understand? If your basket, or if you don't have anything that will hold attention or trap attention, it will leak. So you need to know how to not just get attention, you need to know how to trap attention. You need to know how to move it to a place where you can now convert that attention to money. Someone is asking, what's the basic way to know your target audience? Pay attention to them. Pay attention to them. So, any questions, guys? Before we call it a night. Someone says, asking, can ads be run on TikTok? Nigerians can run ads on TikTok yet. Nigerians can run ads on TikTok yet. The offer doesn't expire, it just gets more expensive, meaning that as long as the live class goes on, you can always pre-order. I'm just saying that if the live class takes us 1 month to complete, right? For every Friday on that month, Saturday in that month, it becomes 5K expensive. So if it's 40K by tomorrow and it takes us 1 month, it means that by the end of the 1 month, it will be 60K. So every delay you make is making it more expensive for you. Someone said how to get organic leads through Facebook. It's the same thing. I'll be showing you how to do it through Facebook too. So let me show you how to make payment, okay? So someone is asking, I noticed you say we should stop selling to broke audience on WhatsApp. How do we attract rich audience? It means you are not paying attention when I said that for you to catch a shark, you do not fish for a shark in a pool. You fish for a shark in an ocean. That should give you an idea that when you want to get rich audience, where you are getting the audience, where you are running your ads is very vital. The platform is very vital. That's why people who run ads on Facebook get a lot of broke leads. Why? Because people who use Facebook sometimes use it on what they call this Airtel free data. And when they use Airtel free data, what kind of people use Airtel free data? Broadcast people that use Airtel free data. Those people can't pay for what exactly it is you want them to pay for. So Facebook, if you're not spending very good amount of money on Facebook, expect to get very terrible and shitty leads. And I'll show you how to get quality leads, because it's not just in the platform, it's also in your funnel. How do you filter? There's a whole lot of things that comes in when it gets into rich audience, and I'll be taking my time to explain every single thing for you. Oh, everybody should learn how to use TikTok. I'm mastering TikTok. I'm opening a TikTok account and I'll start mastering the platform. If you have foresight, start looking at TikTok. Yeah, you can still run that. Listen, again, guys, ads are not the enemy. Ads, see, I told you I will run ads. You see my ads. The difference between me and you is that I'm running ads, but that ads, I've gotten the money from the ads, from the organic traffic. So I'm not spending my money. Literally, I'm making money from thin air. Think about it. I use 0 naira to make 2 million naira. I will take 0 naira get free leads, convert those free leads, then use the money from converting free leads to actually run ads and make more money. That's how you multiply money. From you use 0 naira, zero. All right. Apart from the investment you're making in yourself for getting this course, of pre-ordering this course, apart from the investment you're making in yourself, every other thing is zero. Yes, a bit of your time, a bit of your, but that's the least. You take 0 naira, you convert it and make as much as 1 million, 2 million for free. Come on. Someone says, are we to pay for any other thing after the organic lead masterclass? Very good question. Now, there's a tool I use, right? That tool, it's not free. All right, it's not free at all. However, that is part of the thing you'll be getting at a ridiculous price. I'm telling you, it is so ridiculous that when you hear it, you'll be like, wow, like it's for that amount. I'm telling you, yes. I'm telling you, yes. The tool, it is the secret. You know why I said you get attention, you capture attention, you move attention, and you convert attention. And then the last one is automatic, Abi. It is that tool that is necessary for the first three. Get, capture, move. It's necessary for the first three, especially capturing and moving. And you'll be getting it for nearly free because you're pre-ordering this class. You'll be getting that tool for nearly free. This 25K discount price is ending tomorrow night, tomorrow evening. How do you get payments from foreign leads willing to buy products? The normal way, use any payment processor. Can two friends join together and buy? Only one friend, the person that pays, will be available for the class. Someone says, I feel stupid for not getting this course earlier. Trust me, anybody who waits till tomorrow or till when this class ends will feel stupid too. The chart on organic traffic you post all the time, are we getting access to it? So yes, I'll show you how to get access to it. How are you sure you know what your prospects think? That's why you do your research. Bruno, how do you chase prospects away and attract them back? You're not attracting them. You're chasing the people you don't want. And by chasing the people you don't want, you attract the people you want. Says, does it mean Facebook is not a great place for journalism? The Facebook is, but the platform is a dying platform. Can we do everything with just our phones? Absolutely, yes. You can do everything. You can do everything with just your phone. There are just a couple of things that will just need you, that would need you to, that will need you to do it on laptop. Simple things like setting up an auto responder, setting up your landing page, and all those other things. Those few things, yeah. So can we pay 25K 3 p.m. tomorrow? Yes. It ends, this offer ends this evening, meaning by this time tomorrow, so have been 40K. How fast can we get results? As fast as you implement. So I want to show you how you can actually do transfer, okay? I want to show you how you can pay with transfer. All right, so just give me a second. Let me close this. All right, let me share my screen again. So basically, all right, when you click on that link that Tammy shared, or basically the link for the payment, All right. This is what you want to do. Okay. You come here, you pre-order. Okay. You click on pre-order here. All right. You close all these other ones. You click checkout. You put your name. You put your email address. Right. And then you put, there's no discount code, so you just remove that. And then you click pay now. Now, however, if you want to pay via transfer, you can just watch. Okay. So let me just put an email. I click pay now, right? Now watch. So there's a card details. However, I can see here, pay with bank transfer, right? So I'm going to come here, click on pay with bank transfer. And then I'll send the money to this account number. This is the bank, right? Once I make that transfer, I will now come back to the app, to this site, and click I have made this bank transfer. The moment I do that, I will get a mail from seller letting me know that I have actually completed that transaction. So when the course finally comes out, meaning after our live class, now you will get a mail from me too about the details of the live class. All right, so please look out for your email once you register. You get the email, you get details to the WhatsApp group too. All right, so once that class is on, you would you have access to me and you'll be able to talk with me and all that stuff. You get. So that's how you can actually pay with transfer. All right, so I think we've come to the end of tonight's class. Let me allow Tammy to speak.
Okay, thank you guys for coming around. It was like a great time. We did learn a lot. I think we've been on this since like 8 p.m., although we had like an hour delay. And this is literally 11:17 p.m. And Bruno has actually like dished out a whole lot. I've learned a whole lot myself. I had to jot down a thing or two. And I think I've seen a lot of people talk about replay. You guys are going to get like an email if you registered for the webinar containing the replay link. And also, it would also include like the link to the offer that expires in 24 hours. Someone is asking about the release date. The release date, like it literally starts tomorrow evening, but it's not like a precise release date because it's going to be like a set of recorded classes over a period of time.
Exactly.
So it's more like you join the live class. So after the live class, then that's when it's now fully launched, and then it now starts selling as a course. But right now, it's more like selling as a full-blown program. You can ask questions, you're fully involved, but people buying it as a course are just like watching videos. But this, you are actually going to be like a real part of the whole building process with Bruno. And that's what he's working on thoroughly on this. And I believe we'll be able to do something like this again some other time and share a lot more value. I really wish we could actually continue, but then we've been on this for like over 3 hours, and we hope to like do this again with you guys some other time. And here is the link again, just in case you missed it earlier, so you can simply get it before the special offer end. And yeah, that's it from my end. I hope you did learn a lot. What did you say?
So that's all right. I see a couple of people have already started making payments. That's good. I like people who act and take action. I like people who take action. All right then. Thank you so much for spending time with us. I'm glad you got value. So till we meet again, until we see in the live class, all right, do have a wonderful time. We will send the link, we will send the email to those who registered, and you get access to it. Cheers and good night.